Yuki-Onna, the mythological snow spirit from Japanese folklore, is as dangerous as she is beautiful. She's often seen during snowstorms at night, standing as a breathtaking figure with skin so pale it blends seamlessly with the snow. Her hair, either jet black or pristine white, is always long and flowing, but don't let her calm and beautiful face fool you. Depending on her mood, she might be the last thing you see. Some legends say she's the spirit of someone who perished in the snow, now roaming the cold wilderness. Others believe she is the avatar of winter, which, like her, can be both beautiful and dangerous. Yuki-Onna has been a part of Japanese folklore for centuries. Early mentions of her can be found in ancient texts such as the Konjaku Monogatari and shared in local legends. She was often depicted as a fearsome spirit who preyed on travelers during snowstorms. Over time, writers and storytellers started to explore different aspects of her character. At first, Yuki-Onna was mostly seen as a ruthless killer. However, by the 18th century, tales started to portray her in a more sympathetic light. This transformation reflected changing attitudes and perhaps a deeper understanding of the natural forces she symbolizes. In different regions of Japan, Yuki-Onna has various names and characteristics. While most tales of Yuki-Onna are associated with the Tohoku region, some regions outside of it also have their own versions of the myth. In Niigata Prefecture, part of the Chubu region, she is known as Tsurara Onna, or the Icicle Woman. Here, the tales often paint her as a beautiful woman who melts away when embraced, a poetic yet tragic image embodying the transient nature of both ice and human connections. Journeying to the Tohoku region and the rustic pathways of Miyagi Prefecture, we encounter Kanekori Musume, or the Cold Daughter. Stories here portray Yuki-Onna as a daughter returning to visit her parents, only to disappear with the first rays of the sun, leaving behind a trail of frost in her wake. Further into the Tohoku region, in the snowy expanses of Akita Prefecture, the narrative morphs yet again. Here she is known as Shigama Nyobo, or the Shigama Woman, a version often depicted as a spirit seeking solace from the cold, yearning for human warmth, yet bound to the icy wilderness that is her realm. Of the many variations, the most popular tale of Yuki-Onna is of Minokichi the woodcutter. Once upon a chilly, frost-bitten night in ancient Japan, a young woodcutter named Minokichi and his aged master Mosaku were journeying through the dense, snow-clad forest. The sky swiftly darkened as snowflakes began to dance wildly in the air, heralding the arrival of a fierce snowstorm. Desperate for shelter, the pair found solace in a humble, deserted cabin nestled in the frozen wilderness. As the wind howled and snow besieged the cabin, they nestled close to the dying embers of the fire, seeking warmth from the cold that was seeping through the walls. The night grew darker, and the storm raged on. Suddenly, the door burst open with a cold gust, and standing there was a figure of breathtaking, otherworldly beauty. Standing in the doorway was Yuki-Onna, the snow woman, her skin as white as snow, her lips as red as berries, and her eyes reflecting the cold, merciless nature of winter. With a gust of her icy breath, she froze the elder woodcutter Mosaku to his core, turning him into a lifeless statue of ice. But as she approached Minokichi, her heart wavered. His youthful visage and innocent eyes touched something within her. Instead of claiming his life, she leaned down, her cold lips brushing against his ear as she whispered, "I will spare you because of your youth. But promise me, you shall never speak of this night or me to anyone." Shivering with terror, Minokichi nodded vigorously. Satisfied, Yuki-Onna vanished into the stormy night, leaving behind a trail of icy mist. Years turned into decades, Yet the memory of that night clung to Minokichi. He grew into a strong, handsome man, and one sunny spring morning, he met a beautiful young woman named Oyuki. They married, had 10 children, and led a happy, peaceful life together. One calm winter night, as they sat by the hearth, the flickering flames casting dancing shadows on Oyuki's face, Minokichi was overcome by emotions. The secret that he had harbored for so long felt like a cold stone in his chest. He looked into Oyuki's eyes, and with a trembling voice he recounted the tale of that stormy night and the beautiful yet terrifying snow woman. As the tale unfolded, a strange coldness crept into Oyuki's eyes. Her skin seemed to pale, her lips turned blue, and as the last words left Minokichi's lips, she stood up, her form morphing into the ethereal beauty of Yuki-Onna. She looked at Minokichi, her eyes cold, but a touch of warmth in the depths. "You broke your promise, Minokichi, but I cannot bear to harm you, for the love I have for our children shields you," she said, her voice echoing through the silent, snow-filled night. With those final words, she transformed into a cloud of snow, floating out into the cold night, leaving Minokichi in a whirl of emotions. His heart ached for the loss. Yet the mystery and the ethereal love he had witnessed filled his soul with a melancholic warmth that lasted for the rest of his lonely yet love-filled days. The tale of Minokichi and Yuki-Onna symbolizes the beauty and danger of winter, with Yuki-Onna representing the season's harshness and potential peril. Their interaction reflects the delicate balance between life and death, with Minokichi's innocence sparing him from Yuki-Onna's icy wrath. The story also mirrors the cyclical nature of seasons, with Oyuki's transformation into Yuki-Onna symbolizing winter's inevitable return. In essence, the tale encapsulates the human experience and our relationship with the natural world. Yuki-Onna, a mesmerizing yet dangerous figure, symbolizes the enchanting yet perilous facets of nature. Over the centuries, her portrayal has shifted from a feared snow spectre to a more empathetic spirit, reflecting society's evolving relationship with the natural world. Through the lens of Yuki-Onna's legend, we glimpse into the age-old human endeavor to understand and personify the forces of nature, making her an enduring and evocative character in the rich tapestry of Japanese folklore. What do you think of Yuki-Onna? Do you see her as a monster or a lesson about nature? Let me know in the comments. If you don't want to miss the next installment of Mythology, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications.